y'all see here? Right here I'm cooking some bacon. Y'all know how bacon splatters and pops and all of that stuff. You can see back there on my eye. Y'all see that's right here next to it? Yeah. This is helping keeping it from going down in between the cracks of my stove. Y'all know how you gotta pull your stove completely out just to clean it. These bad boys right here help you. And you see how long it is. Don't mind that vegetable peeler. But I got two of them. One right here. And then one right here. I took it apart so you can see. You see how that crack is when I put this over it. And don't mind, I got it clean. Just showing you what it stops. All this is for stoppage. Seasonings and things like that from when you're seasoning your stuff. Go get y'all some. Link down in the bio. Hey y'all, welcome back. It's your girl Sweet Nina. It's another video, another vloggy vlog. Just coming to y'all today. Is Monday the 7th, 8th. Don't give me the line. I don't remember. My days have been just running together. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you are new, thank you for hopping on my channel. Show love if you can. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Show everyone what your girl Nina is trying to do. Let's try to get us to 500 subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, thank you. So here, y'all, it's late in the day. Y'all gonna see here soon what time it is, but I think it was like 7:30, 8 o'clock. I started cooking late. I had made me an old-fashioned BLT. And if you don't know what that is, it's bacon, lettuce, and tomato. I put that on some croissant bread that I got from Costco. And, ooh, so good. I made me 2 of those. And I was eating that. In the middle of the first one that I was eating, my son said, "Mommy, I'm ready for my spaghetti now." So I had to stop eating and start cooking. So here I'm just dicing my onion. Slicing it and then dicing it. And yeah, it was backwards, but it is what it is. Getting it ready so I can put into my pot so I can start sauteing that down before I put in my 80-20 ground beef. My ground beef is grass-fed. I've switched to that versus the regular ground beef that I would normally get. Y'all see here soon what type that I get. It's just easier on my stomach, and I don't know, and this is TMI, but when I eat the regular like Walmart packaged meats or the packaged meats from like Giant, or y'all see my Soday pans, I'll tell you guys more about those in a minute, but I will have really like a lot of gas. But if I'm eating the grass-fed ground beef, I don't get that problem at all. Here I'm using my olive oil, putting it in the pan so that I can put my onions in it. But my pans, y'all see those pans? They were a Christmas gift to me, and I love them. I did get them off my other platform, which is TikTok. I'll leave them down in the description below. You can use them for stovetop. You can use them for the oven. I have not. You can use them as storage. Even though the tops that go in it for storage are not like sealed tight, you can get some other things to seal them tight. I like them because of the way that they heat. You know how some pans you get are supposed to be non-stick or anything of that nature. You know, y'all put them on a stove and it doesn't heat evenly. These heat evenly all the way around. So you have to be careful. They have detachable handles, which I love. That way the handles don't get in the way. Y'all see here in a little while, I accidentally hit one of the pans that I put the handle on by accident. But it is what it is. But yeah, so here, if you haven't seen by now, notice there's some sauce on the other side over there by my microwave. I am making. So here I'm just back and forth on one side. I was in the middle of going to clean up and then cook, but my son said he's hungry, so all cleaning up just had to stop. So y'all see I'm back and forth showing y'all my water for my noodles, and then I'm showing you guys my sauce. I had did all this and I had a phone call as soon as those onions was going. I had someone called me. Like I said, I was in the middle of cleaning up and then all this happened. I had to stop. So you see stuff everywhere on my counters. Have you ever, as a parent, just thought, dang, it's not enough time in a day to get everything done? Yeah, that's me. I have been feeling very down the last 3 days since Friday. Friday, I took my son to go see the Minecraft movie, and it was his first time ever being in a movie theater setting, but he loved it and he did very well. But earlier that day, I felt drained, like if I ran a marathon times 10, and I just could not get up off of my couch, out of my bed, nothing. And I already battled depression. That's my bacon, y'all, for my BLTs. I was throwing that one out. And, of course, my lettuce. This was a pack of lettuce for like $6 at Costco. That green bowl on the other side of me, I was in the middle of breaking down some lettuce so I could eat with my sandwiches so that I can rinse them. Rinse them off real good so that I can eat them. But I had to stop, like I said, so I can make my baby his spaghetti. Anyway, I have been feeling very down. But I was feeling down. Here I'm just showing y'all the ingredients that I'm using with what I had. Yeah, it's just been one of those weekends. Saturday, I was supposed to do someone's hair that, they know that I can grip their hair, and I just could not. I literally felt like a Mack truck hit me, but I wasn't sick, y'all. So I really don't know what it was. I have a feeling. So I've already made me appointments. Those are coming up in a couple weeks. I had already had an appointment made for like my regular checkup. But I have a feeling there's an issue that's reoccurring that I had 2 years ago that I had already had surgery for. And I'm hoping it's not that, but that's what I feel like it is. So those appointments, I hope, will let me know. They're going to most likely have to do an ultrasound, just like before, to tell me what's happening. So the last time they said that I had a AUB. It's just like, out of the ordinary type bleeding. And they did an ultrasound on my stomach, and they seen that behind my C-section scar, even though that was from 2017, that there was a pocket of blood behind there, and every time that I would move, lift, anything, it would just start to come out as if it was my regular cycle. TMI, I know, and I'm sorry, I should have said something before, but that's what I think is happening again now. I'm not in any pain. I'm just feeling drained, and I'm praying that it's nothing like my stomach filling up with any type of fluids or anything like that, because I haven't had any injuries or anything like that, but I have been finding it hard for me to lose weight. So we'll see what they say. I kept looking back, y'all, just to make sure that my sauce wasn't overflowing. Y'all see my big old tummy? I'm sorry. Y'all like my moo-moo? My sister got it for me from Walmart. Love it. So I'm just here putting up the dishes that are in the sink, adding them to the dishes that are already in the dishwasher, because again, I was so weak that I didn't even start my dishwasher the night before. I put dishes in there and then let it be, and I tried to go to sleep. I have not been sleeping good, and that's because of just not being comfortable and feeling drained, and having to keep going to the restroom. So here I'm just like, you know what? I need to go ahead and get this stuff together. So that's what I'm doing. Have y'all ever felt those moments as a mom? Shoot, even as a dad, just feeling so drained and you just don't know what to do? Comment down below. Let me know what y'all did to get out of that funk. For me, it's like I just didn't have any energy, so I didn't know what to do. I felt bad. My son wanted to go to the park on Saturday, and I couldn't take him just because I was not in any energy. So I let him paint my face while I was on live TikTok. And if you haven't already, if you don't know, go follow me on TikTok. Look at me, my back was hurting. I had to lean over to do this. That's how bad it's been, y'all. Like, I have to lean. On my right hand side, my hip has been bothering me. So I just don't know. I'm having a whole bunch of problems. Anyway, I'm already 5'2", so that already doesn't help. But again, if you haven't already, follow me on TikTok. It is REDDZ_UNTARMEIL, which is Reds _on Terminal. And if you can't catch that there, it will be in the description down below. But yes, on my TikTok, I went live And I let my son face paint, like paint my face, just because I didn't have the energy to take him outside. And I feel so bad because right now it's starting to get warm and he wants to be able to go outside. He's a little boy. So yeah, so right here, y'all, I'm just steady cleaning up while my sauce is simmering. I love me some good old spaghetti. We hadn't had it in a while. And then my son was just like, Mommy, I'm ready for it. Okay, cool. That's what I'm doing. In the mix, I am cleaning up as I am cooking. How many of y'all do that? Does you seem that it helps you or that it gives you more work to do? For me, I feel like it helps me in the long run because by the time dinner's over, I can go ahead and put the rest of them dishes that we used inside and then go ahead on and be done with it. So that's what I'll do. Now here I am checking my noodles and I seen that they were pretty much done. This is the handle that goes with the pots. It's a simple click. You put it on there, click it to clamp it, and then you push the little lever all the way over, then it makes it tight and snap. And here I'm showing y'all how it's holding it. I was putting it on the other eye so I can take it off the heat, so I can mix them around so I can taste them. Because I don't know why I just didn't put them on that burner in the first place. Yes, I'm a fat ass. I like tasting my noodles to make sure they good. Y'all see the thumbs up. That means they ready to go. I was getting the top to put on it so that way I can drain them. I'm showing you what the top looks like. Again, I'll put the links down below for these pans. I love them. They are wonderful. I will be getting myself another set very soon. See, I was trying to show you the little hole and where the little pour spout is. And this one it comes with two of these tops. One big one right here and then a small one. The pan set that I got, it has two of the bigger, more round spots. Lord have mercy, I'm not doing this voiceover over. It has two of the round pots that are bigger and then two of their smaller sauce pots. And they come with two lids, one for the big size, one for the little size. So here we are. I'm just showing y'all what it looks like coming out. Like when I tell y'all I love them. I love them so much. I actually gave my old set that I've had for over 10 years. I actually put them in a bag and put them downstairs in our area where people come in and out, and I just put free. You know, because they're not bad. They're for anybody to use. I just didn't want them anymore. Those were a gift from my sister to me, but someone took them and they used them, so I'm so happy for that. And these ones, again, like I said, as y'all see, I ain't no shame in my game. I'm great value, damn near everything if I can, because groceries are too expensive, even for two people. Like, just for me to get my noodles and my sauce, and then also my garlic bread, that's like $15 almost right there for no reason. It's just a lot, y'all. Alright, great value garlic bread. Every time I start recording, my son decided to come out here and bother me. Anyway, he already knows what to do, but he got to come out here and ask me no more questions because he hear me talking. Anyway, y'all, so I put my bread on the rack. I already have set my oven at 425. Y'all will see here in a minute that I'm going to put the rest in a Ziploc bag and then put the time and how much on that bag. I'm sorry, y'all. Badass recording. Look, I was trying to give y'all some content. That's all I can say. Be happy. When I tell y'all drained, I've been drained. But I had noticed that the garlic breads, no matter if it's the brand or non-name brand, they have different bagging now. You can't just twist it and put it up. So I've been having to put the rest in a Ziploc bag because it's only two of us. And sometimes we eat two apiece, sometimes we don't. My fat ass, I eat two apiece because I love garlic bread. So I will make 4 and then save the other 4. And so this is going to go right on in my freezer. I ain't editing too much, y'all. I don't feel like it. Y'all going to see every little bit. But do y'all do that? Have y'all seen it that's been helping save? Or do y'all just put it back in a regular bag and put it back in a box? Because I see being freezer burnt, so I can't put it back in a regular box. Again, I want to thank you for coming to my videos. I'm trying to get more content out as much as I can. If you don't know, or if you have not seen my other videos prior to this one, I am a work from home mama. I do take care of my baby boy. He's not so much of a baby, but I call him my baby boy. I do take care of him while I'm home as well. He does schooling and then I work. And I am call center. And with that call center job, it's brought about things that I've never experienced in this. Well, I can't say never experienced, but haven't experienced in this depth of time in a long time, meaning the seriousness of it. So I've battled depression years and years and years and years and years ago. And yes, I walk around as if I'm pregnant, and I'm not. I can't help it. From what my doctors told me is that that's just something that stays. It doesn't go away. For me, I have found out that it's because of the weight from my stomach. So I can't just get it away as fast as I can. And I know I just hop from subject to subject. I can't help it. That is the ADHD or ADD, whatever you want to call it, in me that has never been diagnosed properly, but I find myself doing it often. But I do suffer from PCOS, so that on top of being a 5'2" woman who gave birth to an almost 10-pound baby that was 22 and a half inches long, and then went through almost 10 years of a crazy ass relationship, I've put on weight, and I know it, and I'm not scared to say it. It's just the fact that I can't get the weight off as quickly as I want to, and especially now because I am dealing with what I was getting ready to talk about, is the occupational depression. My job, I love what I do. I love helping the people that I help, but I can't turn off my thoughts of thinking about those same people when I get off of the phones and what their cases or their incidences or their struggles or whatever it may be. I don't stop thinking about them, but I can't help them either further than what I already have. And the ones who I have been able to help and get them the answers. See, I can't even talk straight without trying to, because I'm almost about to be in tears. The ones that I am able to help and get them the answers they need or solve the problems that have caused them trauma, turmoil, whatever you want to call it, those ones, they further, sadden me, because it's just like they've been yearning for that help or looking for someone like myself to help them, and it took them a long time to find that. Or just if you work call center and or even just a person who likes to help people and you're very empathetic, you can feel what they're going through, whatever have you, then you know what I mean at the end of the day when you're done with your job and you can just feel the weight that has been placed on you, not purposely. You feel what I'm saying? So for me, when that happens, I don't know what to do. I can't just turn it off. My body is 100% drained, as if I've ran 1,001 marathons. So I love my job, but my job is causing me to have depression and anxiety. Whenever I have to clock in, my hands get itchy, and I have to try to fight it so I can get through the day. And sometimes I just absolutely cannot get through the day. So my goal is to make this social media thing work for me, so that way I don't have to battle this, so that way I don't have to take medication to be able to do my job, so that way I can have a better mental health state. I'm actually looking for jobs that are non-phone. but still helping people like this at the same time, because I think that would benefit me the best. But anyway, enough about that. Y'all see that steam? That's from the simmering of the pot of the good old spaghetti sauce. And yes, I used regular off-brand great value marinara sauce. You can use whatever sauce you want. All you got to do is dock it up to your liking. So I throw some seasonings in there, and then I would throw some seasonings in there. I throw some not Old Bay, but some oregano leaves, and then, you know, some bay leaves, you know, some sugar. And yes, I put sugar in the spaghetti. I can eat the spaghetti both ways, but I've been putting sugar in the spaghetti for so long for my son and for the way my son's father used to eat it that it's just a habit now. So did all that, and yeah, this is what we're doing. And y'all just watch me do the rest of this. Tell me, do y'all like y'all spaghetti put in one pot, or do you like to keep the noodles and the sauce separate, or do you do either? For me, I can do either. It just depends on what I'm feeling for that night. And tonight, I just decided to mix it all together. That is my son's bowl and his garlic bread. That boy can eat up some spaghetti, I'm trying to tell y'all. And then, of course, I'm making my bowl now. Then we're going to go eat. And when I come back, I'll be cleaning up. I decided not to record eating because me and my little one, we like to have conversations while we are eating. And I like to make sure I'm paying attention to him instead of him thinking, oh, mommy's just working. Sometimes in the future, I will be recording some. I just may or may not have him in the, in the videos. So yeah. And here is aftermath of the cleanup. So as I said, I cleaned up some beforehand, and then now I'm just cleaning up the rest, to be very honest. If y'all can see there on the right hand side of where like my hip and where my gut is, I swear I think that I'm having a lot of issues there, y'all. A lot of pain. It's like a burning sensation, and I'm just not sure what it is, but we'll be finding out soon. I'm already shaped like a linebacker. I've been like that all my life. So ain't no shade in that. I always had a big back, no matter if I was eating good or not. My back's always been big and strong. But my insecurity is my stomach. I don't remember what it's called, but when your muscles separate from, like your stomach when you're pregnant. I am going through that. I have now realized that, even though it's 7 years later. But also, I do have what they call the FUPA. So I'm trying to work on all things, all things fixing me. I ain't ashamed of it at all, but it's just that sometimes my stomach just does bother me. So I'm speaking about it now before anybody else try to say anything about it, honey. I already know. I am with the Total Life Changes company. So if you would like to join that, I am doing the tea at the moment. Of course, if you don't know what that is, I will leave that. You can click the Linktree link, and the link for the TLC is in that. And you can read upon what it is. If you like to purchase, you can go to the links as well. My tea's already in the refrigerator. I brewed it with the tea bags that they gave us. And then I drink on it at least twice a day. But I'll be mindful because I do need to be next to a restaurant just in case. But yeah, that's what I have been doing lately. And it has been helping, I can tell. But I have to start back exercising again. Depression is a motherfucker, y'all. It really is. It discourages you. And then right now, I'm not supposed to be eating this late, but I haven't eaten pretty much all day except for my little sandwiches I had a couple hours prior to this. So I had 2 BLT sandwiches that had at least 4 or 5 pieces of lettuce on it, with 2 tomatoes on it, with croissant bread, and then of course my bacon pieces that were cut in half, and then spaghetti, 1 bowl of spaghetti. That's all I had to eat for today. I haven't had nothing else. But yeah, here I am putting my food up, y'all. Y'all see them pans? I love them. And they're so easy to clean. I think you can put these ones in the dishwasher, but I have never tried it. I wash them out by hand. Y'all probably like, why the heck she keep looking at? Well, a couple months ago, I put my TV up on my wall because my cat tried to knock it over one day when it was on the stand. So I just finally went ahead and bought some brackets and put my TV up on the wall. It was just the best thing for me to do so that I can save me $140 and not have to get rid of my cat. So as I like my little setup right here because I can sit in the kitchen and still watch TV at the same time. And here I'm just cleaning off the rest of my pans that I have and the attachments. So this, of course, is one of the handles. The set comes with 2 handles. This is one of the saucepan pots. And yes, I'm trying to get out as much of that as I can without having to put water in it. I did buy another Dawn dish soap. I just wanted to make sure I use up all of that. Because as y'all know, again, grocery is high. Single mama having to stretch money, especially when days you miss, when depression kicks in and things like that. That means you lose out on money, especially if you don't have any PTO saved up. So sometimes you just gotta stretch it, until things get better all the way around, and they will be, and they are. I'm pushing forward to it for myself and of course for my son. And you see here, I'm just getting it all out as much as I can. Again, these pots were a Christmas gift to me, and I love them so much. And if you see what type of design is on them, they look like the old school roaster pans. So, but I'm going to get me another set of these, even though I probably don't even need it. But I love the way they cook. I love the way they cook evenly. I love the way they're non-stick. Everything. I have cooked stews in these. I have made, of course, pasta, as you can see. I have fried chicken. They do so well. I really love them. Soday is the name of the company. I'll link them down below. I bought them off of my TikTok shop, but I can also give you an affiliate link for Amazon as well. As you see here, I put my son's cup inside the actual dishwasher, but I am manually cleaning out his straw because I don't feel that the dishwashers will get them that clean like they'll get inside. They may get that water inside, but I don't think they get them as clean as you could manually. So that is what I'm doing. I bought this straw cleaner and then the brush one that I was using earlier. It was a 2-pack set, and I bought that from Walmart. If I can find the links for those, I will link those down below. I have had them for a year. I do boil them to sanitize them and clean them just so that I can have the longevity, because I don't like having to repeat buy stuff that I use. So, and I always wash it out after I use them to clean something. Always. Here now, I'm just going through cleaning up my counters and making sure my stove is cleaned off. And my 15 grain bread, I took that out of the freezer. I actually bought that bread over a month ago, and I put it in the freezer immediately because I knew I wasn't going to eat it right away. I had got that from Costco for a 2-pack. That is what's going to be my go-to in the mornings now. This is my Zep. It's a degreaser. I like to just make sure I spray that all over my stove, even inside the eyes and on the eyes, because like you seen in the beginning of the video, I was cooking some bacon, and that little grease pops everywhere. So, and with me having an electric stove, as soon as you cut a burner on, it'll start burning that grease off. So instead of having to keep going through that each time, I spray my degreaser, and then I make sure I clean down everything that is on the stove. I take off my eyes, and I clean in the dip pans. And if of course the dip pans are like more than just able to be wiped down, I then spray them in the sink and let them sit overnight until the next morning. Because after I'm done cooking dinner, I don't cook anything else for the rest of the night. Nothing else will be cooked until the morning, unless it's something that can go in the toaster. Like sometimes my son will be like, well, Mommy, I'm hungry. And he always wants something else, but it'd be like in the middle of the night. Tonight I was supposed to do waffles, but I'm going to have to do them in the morning when we get up to make us breakfast. So making some bacon, some waffles, and some eggs so we could be nice and full while I clock into work and he clocks in for school. Here I'm taking off the eyes and the dip trays as I stated I'll do. Do I do this every night? No. But when I do things like having bacon cooked, stuff like I have to, because I always forget to buy those little eye covers like our grandparents used to have back in the day that covers the eyes that are not being in use. I always forget to buy them. I need to find a nice set. I've seen them in like thrift stores, but the ones in thrift, they're not as upkept. Some of them are just rusted from not being dried off properly. So I'm going to find me some. These are the strips that I had in the beginning of the video that I was showing you all that helps keep the inner parts of your stove and the inner between your stove and your cabinets clean. I live by those. I got those off of TikTok Shop. I will have those links down below. Again, because I use bacon, I am going the extra mile to clean off the sides of my stove lid and underneath. Because it's one thing about me, I don't want to see no baby roach nothing. So I'm going to make sure, I'm sorry I had to push y'all back and I dropped y'all. But I want to make sure I wipe these bad boys down. Those reused jars in the background, the two that are on my microwave and the two that are next to my stove, that is rice water. For like when you rinse your rice and the water that comes off of the starch, that is what that is. I picked this tip up from another YouTuber that I watch. Her name is The Life of Kiara. She went to her mom's house one day and her mom told her to bring her one of the plants that she had, and her mom was able to bring back the plant, or she used rice water in order to bring the plant back to life. So I used it on my own plant that my cat knocked over, and lo and behold, it works. My plant is doing good. I have it now sitting in front of my window, and I water it with the rice water at least once every couple weeks, and then do regular water in between that. And yeah, it works. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on my social medias, TikTok and on Instagram. I'm trying to do more on Instagram and of course here on YouTube. My goal is to get to 500 subscribers. Thanks for watching to the end. If you did, put a spaghetti emoji or a pasta emoji or something like that, or anything like that dealing with cooking. Love you guys. Till next time. Peace.